Sports Radio WNML on site at SEC Football Media Days. The rest of the crew will be here tomorrow morning, maybe late tonight. I'm Vince Ferrara with Heather Harrington. Heather, your first opportunity here at SEC Media Days.
Yeah, my very first Media Days. I'm super pumped. It's going to be very exciting. You can already see all of the craziness going on everywhere, and everybody's getting set up, and just looking forward to being here thanks to Barger Brewcast.
That's right. All of our social media coverage, and we'll be periscoping as well. Heather will be working on a lot of that. Hashtag Barger Media Days. Follow us on Twitter. It's at Sports Radio WNML, and then just look for the hashtag Barger Media Days, BARGER Media Days. We'll be all over the place. We're going to take you behind the scenes of what actually takes place here at Media Days. You guys hear the sound bites, you hear us do the interviews. All that is great. We're going to have that for you the first 3 days of SEC Media Days. But with Heather's help and the whole staff here, we get to show you just the cray-cray, just how crazy it is, and the room-to-room, what a madhouse it is. We hope you'll enjoy that. So make sure, hashtag Barger Media Days, and then we're going to be Instagramming photos. We're going to have a lot of obviously interviews throughout the day here on Sports Radio WNML. And then also on YouTube, you'll see a lot of videos on our website. We'll embed all that, sportsradiownml.com. Just look for the landing page and all of our coverage there. And thanks to Barger Media Days for our social media coverage and a lot of great sponsors making our trip here to Media Days possible in Hoover at the Winfrey. Now, let's talk about Tennessee. Tennessee goes on Tuesday. What do you think about the three that Butch Jones has decided to take here to Media Days, and Dobbs legit for a second time in Cam Sutton?
Yeah, well, Kurt Magid is definitely going to be one of the leaders of this team, so it was a definite no-brainer that he was invited to come again to Media Days. Cam Sutton is going to be one of the best defensive backs in the league this year, barring any sort of injury or craziness, but they were all solid choices. And then, of course, you want your CEO quarterback, and that is what Josh Dobbs is. It's so exciting to go into the season knowing who the starter is going to be. It's been a long time since we've been able to say that. So I'm looking forward to see what Josh Dobbs actually has to say, and if he'll give the media maybe a little extra insight into his personality, because usually he's pretty guarded. So I'm anxious to see what he's going to be like in this setting.
Yeah, his coursework, I'm guessing, is going to come up at some point, and how difficult that is. But it is an advantage for Tennessee to have a starting quarterback here. I think he might actually come out of this as the most talked about guy because of the way he closed out the season and all that excitement with Tennessee. Don't you think Tennessee is going to be a pretty hot topic with the rest of the media from the other spots in the SEC?
Because of the toss-up in the East, there's not that clear-cut, this is definitely the champion that you see more so in the West. I think there is a lot up for grabs, and it's going to be interesting to see just what quarterback is going to be talked about the most, because I still think it's Dak Prescott out of Mississippi State.
And it will start out, Mississippi State actually will be with Tennessee on Tuesday in the afternoon session. Of course, we'll have interviews with all the Tennessee players. Butch Jones will have live feeds from the radio room whenever different members, coaches, and players from around the league are up in the radio room. We'll be able to go live on that on Sports Radio WNML, FM 99.1 and AM 990. Heather's going to start things off. We're going to do your part of the morning show from here. Make Doc and Jeff, Heather, make them a little jealous that Heather Harrington gets to represent your Media Days.
Yeah, I'm like I said, it's just a lot of excitement. It's so cool that this event has grown to the heights that it has grown to. It's just huge now, over 1,000 media members here, so I'm just ready to jump into the three-ring circus for sure.
So our coverage starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then we'll have the new Sentinel sports page at 10 a.m. Eastern time. John Adams will be here for day one. Then Josh and Will with Sports 180 from 12 to 3. And then, of course, Jimmy Hines. It starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're looking forward to it. And Commissioner Sankey and Auburn will get things started. That's our coverage. Remember, hashtag Barger Media Days for all of our social media coverage here from SEC Media Days in 2015.